Happy holidays, everyone. Marty Supreme is crack cocaine on his screen. I don't know what the fuck I just watched, but I know what I watched was probably my favorite movie of 2025, I think. Yeah, I think it was. I recorded this 3 times, but I'm finding it really difficult to talk about this film in the same way that it's difficult for a schizophrenic to explain the writings that just showed up on his wall. This movie is the cinematic version of watching a train crash into an orphanage. And I mean that as a compliment because this is genuinely my favorite film that I watched in theaters, point blank period. Not that I'm media literate. I'm about as media literate as a monkey getting trained to do ASL. So I haven't seen too many films this year, but out of the small handful that I have seen, this is easily my favorite. I don't think general audiences are really going to enjoy or appreciate, because general audiences are the same people who get scared by loud noises and Adam Sandler not being a stupid funny guy. And I'm specifically saying that in reference to Uncut Gems, which is very important. For those of you who don't know, the director of this film directed Uncut Gems with his brother. And I'm specifically referring to that film because if you have seen it, Uncut Gems has this first act or this first section where it's this frenetic, anxiety-inducing compilation into the underground world of the New York City diamond trade. That first section really put a lot of people off and gave them a really bad taste in their mouth because it genuinely is frenetic and fast-paced, hard to follow, and it does induce anxiety. So now imagine this I'm not gonna say unpopular, but this vastly detested first scene just kind of spread across an entire film, and that is Marty Supreme. So I don't know if general audiences are gonna like this shit. I see on IMDb this thing has an 8.2 right now, which is great, which is fantastic, because I believe this film deserves a very high rating. Not that ratings matter anyways, but I'm seeing some 5, 4s out of 10s on these reviews. So yeah, I could already tell this film is not for everyone. Marty Supreme is that fast, frenetic, almost like jazz song getting played. Instruments and chords are being played completely out of time, some not in key, and it just keeps going, but somehow it all harmonizes together. This film's pacing is not even breakneck. This is terminal velocity. Somehow I was still able to follow everything perfectly. Everything made logical sense. I was never lost except for one time, and that was just because I wasn't paying attention. I came back, I locked in immediately. It's not hard to follow at all. Everything makes sense. The characters drive this whole plot and story absolutely brilliantly. It is cinema. It is cinema. This shit is peak. And I know that word gets thrown around a lot, but you want to take notes on what fast pacing is and what it can do to an audience. This is the foundation. This is cinema. I really cannot explain to you anything of the plot or the story or the characters in this film because even giving away one scene would be spoiling it. So I'm just going to give this example. And I'm also going to preface this by saying if you're still watching this for whatever reason, thank you first and foremost. But I also want to say if you've not seen Marty Supreme, go out and see it. See it in theaters. It is a great film, great music, great characters. You're going to have a fantastic time. If you are someone that enjoyed Uncut Gems, if you are someone that has not seen Uncut Gems but is interested in this film, I would still recommend for you to go see it. In fact, I think you would enjoy it so long as you're open to a little bit of chaos. To continue, Marty Supreme has a scene where Marty, the ping pong player, is talking to one of his competitors at a dinner scene. I now want you guys to take at least, 5 to 30 seconds to just quickly guess how you think a scene like that ends. He then goes back into the internment camp and he lets everyone suckle his tits to get all the honey that was spread throughout his body. This scene never comes up again. This scene has nothing to do with the overall film plot or anything, and this is a 5-minute scene that you see in explicit detail. Peak cinema. Alright, so what I can't talk about are kind of the circumstances of this film, and I can also talk about the performances because those I can talk about without giving out too many spoilers. Literally everyone fucking with Timothy, right? He's someone who's easily becoming a rising star. He's basically in everything. For some reason, he was also Willy Wonka. I think Timothy Chalamet's big, I'm an actor, capital A, on the same level as Denzel Washington or Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt. Dune was supposed to be that role for him as Paul Atreides, and I want to let everyone know I think Dune a top film of all time. It's actually one of my favorite films of all time, but that was more due to Denis Villeneuve and his in his direction and his vision for the Dune universe, less than the characters and acting. So for me, Timothée Chalamet would never reach that peak pinnacle. But with Marty Supreme, which is less on that grandeur, less on this world universal stage where we have a story talking about the political and religious context of a false messiah. Fuck all that deep shit. Hell no. This is a story about Marty Supreme, an elite ping ponger who is a lying, degenerate, 10 out of 10 charismatic person who just bends and breaks everybody around him. He is a degenerate to society, and he will somehow always manage to get his way and will, whether that means, selling and burning the people closest to him, or whether that means destroying his pride. He does not give a fuck. The way Timothée Chalamet portrays this character, and also kind of like the look and feel that he gives for this character, A1. This is honestly, I'm saying it, bro. It's up there with like Alonzo, King Kong. It's up there. It's up there. I really do mean that. There are scenes in here where I'm not feeling the aura like I feel with Dune, but I'm seeing the acting chops, and honestly, round of applause. However, you know who else shocked me? The Shark Tank dude. I didn't know he's gonna be in this bitch. I was like, yo, I recognize him from somewhere, and then I seen something. That's the Shark Tank dude. The Shark Tank dude is in this film, and he's acting his ass off. For real. I mean, he's kind of acting like how he would in real life. He's there. He's giving his shit. He's giving evil, maniacal, not even evil. He's just giving like businessman who really is just focused on profits-esque type character. Kind of like he giving a little bit of Epstein. He's tapping into that mode. Shout out to my goats. Tyler the Creator's in his bitch, which I didn't know from the trailers. And Tyler Creator, he eats up this role as well. He's acting like himself once again, but I think the script is almost written so where it's like the character is basically like a Tyler Creator type character. So it was a great casting. It was like written with him in mind. That's what it seems like, and I might be wrong on that. And I'm really happy to see Tyler Creator branching out into more mediums because he's such a talented guy, and I really love him and his music. Let me preface, I really love him. We enjoy his artist output. I'm trying to clear my digital footprint. Okay, guys, I don't want to have any more clips than I already have. He giving a little bit of Epstein. Shout out to my goats. And like I mentioned before, the character of Marty Supreme is this lying, degenerate fucking dickhead who just has a lot of charisma and just manages to sneasel his way into the most kind of crazy circumstances. However, this film does not reward his character. In fact, this film almost goes out of his way to give this man like critical failures on everything he attempts. Marty Supreme rolls a 20 die and manages to land on 1 more often than not, specifically in some crazy ass scenario but that's already giving a little bit too much away, so I apologize for that. Now, Benny and Josh was the creator of this film. They both collaborated in making Uncut Gems, it seems, and they somehow split away. They kind of had like a little split. I'm not sure if it was in bad blood. I think it was just because they started, having their own like creative vision. But Benny, he made The Smashing Machine, and The Smashing Machine is so different from this film. I mean, it was both produced by A24, but The Smashing Machine is this really genuine, intimate look at the life and mental state of a fighter, of an early UFC fighter, especially when UFC and Pride was still not really a household name. So that film kind of really resonates with like the heart of the audience, and it's something that I really enjoyed. And The Smashing Machine is honestly would have been my favorite film of this year until Marty Supreme comes in and his brother says fuck all that and just makes crack cocaine on film, and it's a film that really appeals to the fucking soul. Marty Supreme is funny. It's a film with charisma. It shows its pride, and I just have a smile talking about it. It's such a great film, and it's something I want to keep rewatching. And I would love to rewatch it, and that's something I don't really say too often. Last time I said I want to rewatch a film was Into the Spider-Verse. So yeah, this is great. But I just want to wrap up real quick. Happy holidays to everyone. If you're watching, thank you for giving me the privilege of your time. I appreciate you so much. But thank you very much. I will see you guys later.